We have a great show for you.
Many more Closet Factory transformations.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
My name is Janie Schwartz, and I had called Closet Factory to install a Murphy bed in my den. And we had had problems because we had a sleep sofa and it was uncomfortable when we had guests. And I was at a friend's home in Florida and she showed me she had a Murphy bed. So I thought, oh, what a great idea. I never thought about that. So I Googled Murphy beds and I found Closet Factory. And I had used Closet Factory in my home in Richmond to redo closets, and they had done a good job. So I figured I knew the name, and I called them, and they were very nice, and they sent a designer out, and she worked with me and came up with a plan that I hope that works for our den. We bought this condo about 7 years ago, and a friend of mine was a real estate agent, and she called me and said, you have to see this place, it's just gorgeous, and they're selling the furniture and everything. So it was ideal for my husband and myself, because we just wanted to get away, someplace to go on the weekends. And we don't have a large family. Our children were not interested in coming down to the beach that often. So I knew that if I had a guest room, that's all I really needed. And we've been really happy here. We have gorgeous views of the ocean and the city as well, so it's been really very nice. We have a lot of friends that we would like to invite that we haven't been able to invite, so we have to try out the bed now, so hopefully it'll work out well. We're going to have a little desk with some drawers in it that's going to go from the end of a Murphy bed, where the Murphy bed comes out. And then we can use our computer and whatever. So it should make it much more functional. Because that is a bedroom, supposedly a bedroom, but it's been made into a den. Closet Factory came right away. I called them like on a Tuesday and they were here on Thursday. And she had called me on Wednesday, so I felt like, and she spent a lot of time with me because this room was difficult to work with. We had that sofa, the sleep sofa, and I didn't want to get rid of the sofa because it was a nice sofa, so we had to decide what to do with it. And the wall that the sofa was on was an easier wall to work with because I'd have to knock down, the woman had put in like space for a TV and doors and stuff like that folded, and I'd have to knock all that down, which was going to be a major construction, which I didn't want to do. So she was saying that we could just put the bed on that wall and put some pictures there, and it would kind of compensate for that. And then the other wall is all one wall, so it's not been affected at all. So it'll be easier for those guys to put the bed in there. So that worked out well. But then it was a way for the bed to turn, so the bed's going to turn vertically instead of horizontally. I didn't know you could do that. I had no idea. I didn't know anything. My friend had it in Florida, and hers went over a sleep sofa. But she said those are special sleep sofas that you make, that the bed comes down. So I needed to do something with my sleep sofa because they couldn't put the bed over that. So this way I moved it on the other wall, and it'll be a cozy little office for us. And then when we have guests, we just pull down the bed. And the hardest problem was my husband wanted me to look for a mattress. And he wanted the skimpiest mattress there was. He didn't want to spend any money. And I have a friend who used to be in the furniture business, and he happened to be in the department store when I was looking for the mattress. He started yelling at my husband about the mattress he was going to buy. So we have a really good mattress now, but I hope it'll fit into the Murphy bed. That's my biggest worry. But I think it should, because she told me not to go over a certain amount of foam on the mattress. So I didn't exceed that, but it is a really fine mattress compared to what we were going to get. I didn't want just the bed, so I wanted something to fill up the whole space. So the desk was going to extend from that bed. So it looks like, you know, we have a desk there and, you know, the wall. And it's in line with the bed. Hopefully it will be able to be in and out quickly, so it should be fine. Yeah, I would recommend it to anybody who's trying to do space planning to do this because, you know, it adds to your room and you have, you know, extra space, and then you can still use it as a guest room, especially in small areas, like our apartment's not that big.
All right, what we got here today is a horizontal Murphy bed. Now, the reason it being horizontal, usually they're taller, but we only have a limited amount of space to the ceiling to the floor here. So instead of opening from the top down, it's going to open up this way. And it's kind of hard to explain at first, but you'll see once we have it in place. It's also going to have a desk to the far right and a little cabinet with 2 doors in between that. So we're going to get started assembling this. Perfect. All right, as you can see right here, we have the structure assembled. And right now, we're going to go ahead and attach it to the wall. I've already checked it for level and plumbness. It is good, left, right, up, and down. So we're going to attach it and assemble the door and then get that in place. All right, you can see here we've got a desk area assembled. There's going to be a marble countertop installed upon here, although the fabricators have yet to bring that, so we're going to put a temporary top in place for now. But it will have an adjustable shelf on the inside and 2 doors. So that should look nice and make this area pretty much usable. It'll look really nice next to this Murphy bed. What I'm doing right now is we're putting the bottom part together. I'm putting the sleepers or buttresses up underneath to help with making sure that the bottom is stable. We're going to put the kick plate in place and then we'll level it out and attach it to the wall. All right, now you can see that we have the bed put on the unit. I already have the spring covers in place. And now that I don't even have to adjust anything, and we're going to finish putting the rest of the screws into the cleat. You can see that we have the desk section, although there's all sorts of stuff on top of it right now. We're going to clear that up and put the temporary top in place. And then we're going to put the mattress in place and get it all set.
So today we have a really interesting segment for you. We're going to go behind the scenes with our shop manager, Nick Cuneo, so you can have a look at how the magic happens and how our product is actually built.
Yeah, it's a great chance to kind of walk through the process. The end product is always, you know, the beauty queen, but getting to that end process, that end result, is really what's most interesting for me, actually, because we see it happening from the designer's consultation with the client to coming up with the perfect design to bringing it back to Jeff for him to review to make sure it works and, you know, tweak it, and then it getting sent to the shop, it getting manufactured, and then finally the installer is driving it to the client's house to build it. So all of those factors play such an important role.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy this segment. You'll have some insight into how we build our product and the quality and the workmanship that goes into the product. So sit back and enjoy.
My name is Nick Cuneo. I'm the operations manager here at Closet Factory of Virginia Beach. Been in construction for over 25 years. Wide range from nuclear submarines to landscape, remodel on houses, woodworking cabinetry, so a wide range. As a company, we try and do everything the same across the board so that it doesn't matter what installer goes out for a service call or an install, all the customers are getting the same high quality service and product. From a responsibility standpoint, you know, we have like 12 designers now, so you're coordinating and working with all of them. You're working and coordinating with the installers on the jobs that are going out, overseeing the production in the shop and the employees that are in there, coordinating service and all that goes along with that. I don't think I've had a worse day ever. You know, because you're going to have problems every day, and it's really just how you handle the problems. You're going to have customers that are just ecstatic and just so happy you're there, and you're going to have customers that they're, you know, maybe they've got a bad taste in their mouth with another contractor that came in and did work, and they're not even happy that you're there. Just have to work through it, and tomorrow's another day. You would like for every install to go 100% as planned and smooth and as possible. You know, you can't look at it as a worst day or a best day. You just have to look at it as, how am I going to get through the problems every day that come to us, and try and keep a positive attitude, because if you let all those problems get to you, you'll just be miserable every day. It's better for the end product to be great and for the customer to be happy with the end product than to do something mediocre and get it done that day. Not every customer is going to want, oh, I don't want to go with that brand. So, you know, you try and accommodate the look that they're wanting to achieve, because the end goal is for the customer to be happy. And we try and do everything that we can within our power, you know, to achieve that. The designers, you know, they're where it all starts, because nothing starts without a sale. So if they don't have a sale and they're not able to provide to the customer what the customer wants, then none of us have a job. So in the end, being able to provide and work with them is probably one of the most important aspects of the job. As far as the guys in the shop, you know, it's busy all day long from start to finish. You know, it's a shop environment. It's dusty, it's loud. There's a lot of equipment. There's a lot of equipment where you can get hurt, but there's a lot of training, but there's also low turnover. Even when a new guy comes in, there's a lot of experience that's already there that they can pick up on and learn. It's not like you've got 3 guys back there that have been here 6 months that, you know, kind of don't have a clue. We've got a certain way that we do things. Jeff has an expectation as to the product that's going to come out, and the designers have an expectation as to the product that comes out. As far as the installers go, you know, there's a low turnover on the installers. The cabinetry end of it, the wood products and stuff of that nature, we're manufacturing that here, other than some decorative doors and things like that that we purchase through vendors. All of the other material we're manufacturing here. So, you know, there's a lot of intricate detail that we can do on our CNC machine. We can get as intricate or as simple as what the customer is wanting. Anything that needs to be changed or looked at, hey, I'm having this problem out on the job, or any of you guys having this problem out on the job, or, you know, something that needs to be addressed. Because as operations manager and the owner, Jeff and myself wouldn't know unless we're getting that feedback. You know, hey, something seems to be off with the CNC or the program. You know, what do we need to do to tweak this? Because those things happen. Sometimes there is lunch, sometimes there isn't lunch. Just depends on how the day is going. You know, there's certain things that I try and help the guys out with in the shop to keep production rolling. Little service call, you know, getting that material together, checking inventory and material, just trying to help logistically moving material around in the shop, doing some of the specialty painting and staining work. So it's always a busy day. The goal is always, you know, you have to have the product and the job ready to go out to be installed. That's the #1 goal of the shop. Sometimes I also go out in the field and work. If you are removed from a job, you know, you have a boss that just sits in an AC office all day while everybody that's underneath of them is out in a 95-degree environment. Well, he doesn't feel that 95 degrees. He doesn't understand what those employees are working with. He's out there in that, oh, hey, we need to get some fans in here. We need to, you know, have an AC break room. We need to have this. You know, you're part of that environment, so you want to do things to help make that environment better. Coming from the install field, I feel like I try and do that on a regular basis. Oh, hey, here's a product that'll make this install go better or be easier for the installer, or a tool, or, you know, if we do this in the shop and we build it a certain way, then once the installer gets out there, it'll be easier for him.
All right, the install of the horizontal Murphy bed is complete. We didn't run into any issues during the installation, and now we're going to go ahead and get the client. All right, Ms. Schwartz, the Murphy bed is done.
Oh, it's
You see it's all
fabulous.
set here, and then what we got here, you got the handles right here
Oh my
for
goodness.
easy
Oh wow, this is
movement
fabulous.
right there. And then the way the bed comes down is you flip the legs downward like so to where it stops like this.
Uh-huh.
You notice that I even let the bed go. It's not going to fall down or anything like that. And then it just sits all the way down like this.
Oh my, this
See,
is
and it's
great.
nice and comfortable too.
Yeah.
And it's attached to the studs in the wall. It's not going to go anywhere. And they even still have access to the plugs right there, so if they want to put like a little alarm clock on the headboard, they can do that.
Oh, okay. But it's
Exactly.
great because they'll have a real guest room, you know, where it would have, you know, have
exactly. And the
room to
nice
put
thing about that,
they just pull it up in the morning. Oh, that's
absolutely.
wonderful.
And
yeah.
you know, if that way you don't have to have a bed in here taking up all this room all the
Right,
time. That's
right.
the nice thing about
Because when I
that.
had people come over, that bed was always, you know, because when you walk in the house, this is the first room you see, so it sort of, you know, makes it uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then here we go. We'll go ahead and flip this over like this. And what basically holds the bed in is the frame itself and the legs. And then it goes right back up. See, nice, easy action.
Why would
And boom, just like that. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's like having, you know, a spare bedroom, but not having to have like the bed in the way,
Right,
and everything
right,
like
yeah.
that.
It's like a
Exactly,
bookcase or something. And you don't
exactly.
expect it.
And you
Yeah.
can still store, you know,
Stuff
some
on the
items
top.
on the top
Yeah,
if you wish.
Yeah.
And then right here, we got the little desk section. What we have here is the temporary top, and the marble one will be coming in shortly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you have your doors right here with the adjustable
Shelves.
shelf behind that.
Okay.
And you see that they're all the soft close hinges
Yeah.
as well.
Okay. And I think she said she was going to put some shelves up there. I have to ask her about that.
Yeah, yeah, I believe they'll probably do that once they get the permanent
Yeah,
top in
everything
place.
else in there. Yeah. This will be great because we could sit out here and look at the ocean and work on the
Exactly.
computer. So that'll be wonderful.
This is like a perfect
yeah,
spot
it
for
adds
that.
so much to the room. It's wonderful.
Yeah, Monica did
Yeah.
a really good job on the design
yeah,
for this one.
Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah. Yeah, she did it in a second. I don't know how she knows how to do it so well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
she's been
it
doing
really
for a
adds
while,
to the
that's
room.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, and it has a lifetime warranty. I'm sure she told you. So if anything, you know, should be an
Okay.
issue, just
Well, I
let
know
us
my
know.
husband will be pleased because he didn't know what the heck I was doing. So now I can show him that I did something really practical.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
yeah.
using the Closet
Yeah,
Factory.
thank you
Appreciate
so much.
it. Definitely.
Thank you. You really
Certainly.
added to the room. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh, it's fantastic. I can't believe the difference it made in the room. It's so much bigger and spacious, and it really looks like a nice room now. I'm really happy with it. Everybody came in and did what they had to do and were kind and even hung a picture up for me, which I couldn't have done myself. So I was very happy with the whole experience. I would recommend them to anybody. Now I can have guests over and not worry about where they're going to sleep and having the bed out the whole time because it's so hard to move the sleep sofa back. And just they'll be much more comfortable. I won't be embarrassed to have them here. And we can use the closet because I had a mattress in the closet, so now I can take the mattress out and they can put their clothes and their suitcase in there. So it just, you know, it would declutterize the room. So it makes a big difference. You know, it's going to be a real guest room and still a functional room for us, you know, because we can use the desk for a computer and have that beautiful view of the ocean. So I think it'll be just perfect for us. I would definitely recommend Closet Factory to anybody that was looking for space planning or having their room redesigned. I think they did a terrific job.